there. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet in arms. So a lot of times when we're making amigurumi, we finish the piece and then we attach the arms later. But today I'm going to show you how to crochet them in. So the advantage of this is, well, it's just easier. A lot of people don't like attaching the arms. Another advantage is that they sit a bit differently. So the arms are much more likely to sort of go downward. So it's a nice technique when you're doing these stand-up figures who have arms, well, that go downward, like, you know, little people, instead of sticking straight out. So I've crocheted the body up until the point where the pattern says to do the attaching, and I've also crocheted the two arms. Now I haven't stuffed the arms. You can see here. I think it lets them lie a little flatter if they're unstuffed, but you certainly could. You can picture if you stuffed them, they would stick out a little bit more. So it just depends on what look you want. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do my crocheting. You can see my stitch marker is at the center of the back, right above the leg join. And so my pattern says to single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So let's go ahead and do that. And I like using the stitch marker to mark the end of the round, so that way I always know where I am. Okay, that was just 4 stitches. And now we're going to single crochet the arms on through the next 4 stitches. So here we are. I'm going to take my arm. I like to squash it flat so that the knot is in the middle. So you could squash it so that the knot is on the end, but see, you have a little bit of a rise here. So I like to squash it so that the knot is in the middle. And when you squash it flat, you see you have 2 stitches. You have one set of stitches on this side and one on this side. So here's how we crochet them together. I'm going to lie my piece on top here, okay? And now I'm going to stick my hook through 3 stitches, okay? I'm going to go through 1 stitch on the front, then 1 stitch on the back, and then the next stitch on my piece of work. Okay, so let's do that. So 1, and I'm going through the rightmost stitch that I've squashed. So 1 there, the next one on the back, right there. And I only go through the back loop because that's how I roll, but if you were crocheting through both loops, you could feel free to do that as well. And then I'm going to go through the one on the piece of work. And as I single crochet them together, I treat these 3 as one, okay? So I wrap, I pull through all 3 of those as if they were 1 stitch, and then I wrap and pull through. Okay, so let's do it again. We're going to go through the next one on the front, the next one on the back, and then the next one on the piece of work. And it's okay if this feels really awkward. It is. You only have to do it for 4 stitches. So I've done that again. Now I'm at one where I have the little knot. Okay, and if you're having trouble getting through, using your fingernail to loop this, to pull the stitch over can be really helpful. See, I pulled through all 3 there. Okay, and then this particular arm I did had 9 stitches. So I'm going to just skip one of these stitches, right, because 2 times 4 is 8, so there's going to be 1 stitch left unworked. And I don't like to leave that stitch sticking out on the end. So see right here, oops, my finger's in the way, sorry, right here, I'm just skipping that guy. You're never going to notice, never going to see it. You can make it work however you want. Going through one more work. So I wrap and I pull through. Okay, and this is really firmly secured. So this is great because you don't have tons of pieces lying around. You can keep going. I'm going to follow my instructions that say single crochet in the next 8 stitches. 3, 4, 5, let me get more yarn, 6, 7, 8, and now I'm going to do it again. So I'm going to work these next 4 stitches, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to work my arm into those ones. So remember, I squash him flat so that the knot is in the middle, and I'm going to target these 2 right on the edge. Okay, so 1, 2, right there on the edge. Now this loop may have gotten very large as you were doing your poking, so just give it a little tug it should be fitting nicely around your work. Put it through the next piece on your body, wrap, pull through all 3, then wrap and pull through. Going into the next stitch in the front, here's the next stitch in the back, and the next stitch on the work. Wrap, pull through. Okay, and going through, putting the knot in the middle just allows you to hide the knot a little bit. Okay, and then I'm on my last one, so I'll go through one on the front and one on the back, and one on the work. Wrap, pull through all 3, and pull through. Okay, then I have 4 more stitches left to finish the round. 2, 3, 4, and when you finish a round, if you're using a locking stitch marker, you should be located right above where the locking stitch marker is. So that's a really handy reference guide. And there you go. See our little guy? He has these pieces crocheted in, and it's a really great way. You can use this even for patterns that don't explicitly say to do it this way. If you do a little bit of calculating to figure out where the sides would be, and at what row you would want to do it in advance, you can do this with any pattern. And he's gonna come out being a cutie just like this.